Students, now we will see Industrial Instrumentation 2 Theory, Unit 1, Measurement of Speed, Velocity and Vibration. And this unit carries total 25 marks. So 10 marks, 2 questions will be asked, and 5 marks, 1 question will be asked in the annual exam. So what is speed? Speed in general means something which is moving fast. Fast means with respect to time. So speed can be told as distance divided by time is called speed, or speed is defined as the rate of change of distance is called speed. Speed is a scalar quantity which is measured in the units of revolution per minute, such as revolution per second, kilometer per hour, etc. This speed, it can be measured by 3 techniques. First one is called stroboscope, tachometer, speedometer. Stroboscopic tachometer. So this stroboscopic tachometer is a device. Tachometer is a device, is an electromechanical device that generates voltage output proportional to the shaft speed. The tachometers are classified as AC tachometers, DC tachometers, photoelectrical tachometers, eddy current tachometers. So stroboscopic tachometer. In stroboscopic what happens? So there is one shaft. I want to know the RPM, revolutions per minute of that shaft. So here, without touching the shaft, light is being made to fall on the shaft, and a mark is there. By this machine, stroboscopic tachometer, we will come to know the exact RPM of the instrument. The measurement of a rotating device like motor or shaft can be obtained by means of stroboscope without bringing in contact with it. It is a contactless device. This throws flashes of light emitted per second. The above figure shows the block diagram of stroboscope. It consists of multivibrator circuit which drives a thyrotron by varying the frequency of multivibrator. The output of the thyrotron is given to the voltage doubler which drives a strobostron which emits the flashes of light. So in the figure 2, as we see, the method of speed measurement. A point triangular is marked on the disc mounted on the rotating shaft. The stroboscope is placed at a distance from where the flashes can be thrown continuously on disc. The frequency of flashes is gradually increased till a stage is reached when the point marked on the disc appears stationary. At this stage, the frequency of the flashes of light is equal to the number of revolutions. AC tachometer. So in the figure you are able to see there is a permanent magnet. In middle of this one there is a shaft. I want to know the speed of the shaft, and at the end of this shaft there are commutator and brushes attached to a resistor, shunt resistor, and from to the voltmeter. So whatever the AC voltage I am getting is directly proportional to the speed of the shaft. Construction. It consists of a permanent magnet to provide the magnetic flux. It also consists of a armature, that is rotor, placed between this magnet which is coupled to the machine whose speed is to be measured. This armature revolves in the field of permanent magnet. A commutator and brush are attached to the rotor to tap the EMF generated. The output of the tachometer is direct function of speed of shaft and can be calibrated directly in terms of speed. DC tachometer. In the figure as you see, same figure, only the thing is Here we are able to see the rectifier circuit, and the output what we are getting is DC output. It consists of a permanent magnet to provide the magnetic flux. It also consists of armature rotor placed between this magnet, which is coupled to the machine whose speed is to be measured. This armature revolves in the field of permanent magnet. In DC tachometer, it consists of 4 diodes constructed to act as a full wave bridge rectifier whose output is DC. A commutator and brush is attached to the rotor to tap the EMF generated. The output of the tachometer is direct function of speed of shaft and can be calibrated directly in terms of speed. Next, linear velocity, measurement of linear velocity. So what is velocity? Velocity is a vector expression of the displacement that an object or particle undergoes with respect to time. So the SI unit of velocity is meter per second. The two types of electromagnetic transducer used for measurement of linear velocity are moving magnet electromagnetic transducer, moving coil electromagnetic transducer. So now we'll see the first one, moving magnet electromagnetic transducer. So magnet is moving inside the magnetic field, hence it is called moving magnet. In moving magnet type, a solenoid of N turns and carrying a constant current is used, in which a permanent magnet is allowed freely to move inside it. It is called moving magnet type of transducer. A sensing element is a rod that is rigidly coupled to the device whose velocity is being measured. This rod is a permanent magnet. There is a coil surrounding the permanent magnet. The motion of the magnet induces the voltage in the coil. The amplitude of the voltage is directly proportional to velocity. The polarity of the output voltage determines the direction of the motion. Next, advantages of moving magnet type transducer. The maintenance of this transducer is negligible because there are no mechanical parts. The output voltage is linearly proportional to voltage. Disadvantages of moving magnet type transducer. The performance of this transducer is affected by stray magnetic field. The frequency response is limited. These transducers cannot be used for vibration measurement. Moving coil type transducer. So there is a coil which is moving inside, hence it is called as moving coil type transducer. The moving coil type velocity transducer operates essentially through the action of a coil moving in a magnetic field. A voltage is generated in the coil which is proportional to the velocity of the coil. Advantages of moving coil type transducer. The maintenance of this transducer is negligible because no mechanical surfaces are in contact. The output voltage is linearly proportional to the voltage. Disadvantages. The performance of this transducer is affected by stray magnetic field. The frequency response is limited. This transducer cannot be used for vibration measurement. Next we will see acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity of an object with respect to time. So the unit is meter per second squared. The transducer used for measurement of acceleration, shock and vibration are called accelerometer. The acceleration can be measured by two types. They are piezoelectric type transducer, LVDT type accelerometer. So now we'll see the first one, piezoelectric accelerometer. So in the figure, what are the things we are able to see? So there is a piezoelectric crystal at the down, there is a housing, and top of that one lip spring we are going to give the force, and this force is indirectly exerted on the piezoelectric crystal. So piezoelectric crystal, we know that whenever the force is applied, it gives some electrical output, and this output is directly proportional to the force applied. When a force F is applied to a piezoelectric crystal, it develops charge Q. So we know that charge is equal to dF, where Q is charge, D is charge density of crystal, F is force applied. Through incorporation of a mass of M in direct contact with crystal, we have the essential component of an accelerometer transducer. By applying a varying acceleration to the mass crystal assembly, the crystal experiments a varying force. The force is given by F is equal to ma. This force generates a varying charge, that is Q is equal to dF. Q is equal to D into M into A will do. The output of the crystal E naught is given by E naught is equal to Q by C, where C is capacitance of the crystal. E naught is equal to D into Ma into C. In the transducer, small d is constant, mass is constant, small m is mass is fixed, and the capacitance of the crystal C is constant. Therefore, the output voltage is measure of acceleration. Output voltage is directly proportional to acceleration. LVDT type accelerometer, linear variable differential transformer. So in the figure we are able to see that primary winding core is there at the center, and there are two secondary windings, and what are the output we are getting? This output will tell us the movement of the core inside. So the core is now moving up and down inside. The core of the LVDT acts as a mass, and two flexible reeds attached to each ends of the rods of the core provide spring action. The reeds are attached to the housing, which is subjected to vibration. The above arrangement is necessary in order that the core of the LVDT is maintained at its null position. The LVDT secondary gives an AC output voltage. The signal may be rectified, producing voltage that alternately is positive and negative by measuring peak to peak magnitude of this voltage. An indication of amplitude of vibration may be obtained. Advantages of LVDT type accelerometer. The LVDT has a much smaller mass and thus has a higher natural frequency. Therefore, it can be used for measurement of vibration of higher frequency. LVDT offers low resistance to motion, hence better resolution. Short note on vibration. Vibration and shock are the two main physical characteristics that define the motion in structures and machine components. Vibration can be due to unbalance of rotating parts, misalignment, or actional forces. Vibration means continuous, quick, slight shaking movement. A vibration is a shaking motion. If you feel a strong vibration in your car every time you step on the brakes, it might be a good experience. Seismic accelerometer. It measures relative displacement of a mass connected by a spring to the vibrating body. The apparatus consists of a spring supported mass mounted in a suitable enclosure. Spring deflection is proportional to the force, which in turn is proportional to acceleration. Application of tachometer. Tachometers are used in aircraft, railway engine, automobile, and all other vehicles for indicating the rotation rate of crankshaft of the engine to know the speed. Tachometers are used in stationary engine to find the RPM of the engine. Tachometers are used for measuring heart rate, arterial blood flow rate, respiratory gas, etc. Applications of accelerometers. Accelerometers are used in seismic displacement pickup to find the relative displacement. Accelerometers are used to detect and monitor vibration in a rotating machinery. Accelerometers can be used to measure vibration on cars, machine buildings. Accelerometers are used to measure the motion and vibration of a structure.